On the steering wheel, you have controls for audio on the left, cruise control on the right. Whenever you hit mode here, that allows you to go between the different available modes on the stereo system. Those modes are FM, AM, XM, CD, and auxiliary. So while you're riding down the road, let's say you're listening to the FM radio and you want to listen to XM radio, you would just hit this until a setting goes to XM radio. This allows you to change modes without taking your eyes off the wheel or off the road. You can then turn your volume up or down, and where it says CH, that stands for channel up and down. These are your preset channels for FM, AM, and XM. You can just cruise up and down those. Cruise control is here. Whenever you press cruise control on the steering wheel, a little green light comes on in your speedometer that says cruise main. At that point, that means that the cruise control is on. It's not active yet. Whenever you get to the speed at which you want to cruise, you press this toggle down to set, and that sets it at that speed. At that point, let's say you're cruising at that speed, it's 60 miles per hour, you can use this toggle to speed up by pressing it up, to decelerate or slow down by pressing it down. That's why it says accel for up, decel for down. Then you can press cancel, and that cancels cruise. It does not cut it off, it simply temporarily cancels it. If you have to break speed, if you have to tap the brakes or something like that, then whatever speed you get back up to, you can simply press that and it will reactivate the cruise control. Your turn signal stalk is here on the left side. Of course, turning it to the, or flipping it up to the right does the right turn signal, left turn signal. And then on the end of the stalk here, that's how you cut the headlights on manually. That allows the headlights to cut on automatically at night as the sun goes down. That's your parking lights, and that's off. Then you can pull it toward you to flash your brights, or if the headlights are on manually, you can push it forward and it will engage the brights if you're out in the country and you need your brights on. That also works for automatic, but that has to be whenever the lights are on and when it's dark outside. Your wiper stalk on the right, there is a little indicator here that indicates the speed at which the wipers are engaged, and that has to do with the connection that is made here. So that's off, the top one is off. If you push it up once, it will wipe the windshield one time. If you pull it down once, it will allow them to wipe intermittently, and the adjustment for intermittent is right here. That's less rain, more rain, low, high. Then if you pull it toward you where it says pull, that will wash the windshield off. The gauges are nice and bright, clean and easy to read. Over on your left side is the temperature gauge for your engine. Tachometer is on the left. Trip A, and you also have trip B. Your gear tree, this tells you what gear you're in. Speedometer and fuel. Right here, this little stalk right here will adjust the gauge brightness, and it's also going to allow you to toggle in the multi-information display here for your temperature, trip A, trip B, and oil life. Then of course there's your odometer. If you want to reset trip A or trip B, you just push that stalk in and hold it in while trip A or trip B is displayed. In the center console right here, you have a band of buttons that are right here that's all climate control, and then this cluster of buttons here is all audio. Dual zone climate control, passenger and driver. You can go all the way up and all the way down for each side if you want to. Dual, you can hit this and it will allow the passenger to have control of their side. You can deactivate that, and now I have control of the temperature in the cabin, both sides. Auto makes it work just like the central air in a house. So you pick the temperature and then you press auto, and the car keeps it at that temperature. This is your fan speed, so you can increase or decrease the fan speed here. This is recirculate, so that basically gives you an extra fan speed, and that's super helpful in the summertime. Front defrost. Mode changes the fan direction from vent to foot to up and down, all that. AC cuts AC on and off. And this is rear glass defrost and also heated mirrors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are your presets for your FM and AM and XM. Whenever you press FM, up on the little multi-information display, you see FM1, then you press it again, you see FM2. If you wanted to memorize a station, you would just find the station that you wanted to memorize. Let's say you could tune it right here, and then we find the station that we want to remember into the system. We just press and we hold it down, and you hear the beep that gives the indication that it's memorized. You can do that for FM1 up to 6 times, FM2 up to 6 times, for a total of 12 memorized stations. This is where you can load 6 CDs. You can put up to 6 CDs, single feed, and it will allow you to listen to lots of different CDs. You see MP3 and WMA right here. MP3 is an audio source that allows you, and it uses something that looks just like a compact disc, but it allows you to have about 10 times the amount of music on a disc as a regular CD. It will play those. WMA stands for Windows Media Audio. XM is here, so you can press that, and you can also memorize XM stations here. So whenever you hit that, you actually have 2 modes of XM stations as well, just like FM 1 and 2. You have XM 1 and 2 to where you can memorize 12 preset XM stations. CD is here. Auxiliary allows you to listen to music through an auxiliary port down below. Title will allow you to know the name of the artist and the name of the song title. And then clock is where you can make adjustments to your clock. You can do hour and minute, you can do 24-hour clock, you can do 12-hour clock. Scan will just simply scan the stations. Then whenever you find what you want to listen to, you hit scan again, and then it will keep it there. Category will allow you to scan the category of music. This is especially helpful when you are listening to satellite radio, because there's so many different categories. You can do that there. Skip will allow you to skip when a CD is playing. You can just hit skip right there and it will skip the track. You can also skip, kind of use it as a scan for XM and FM radio as well. Then the return button and the menu button. Menu allows you to adjust the settings on the radio, like the treble, fader, balance, subwoofer adjustments, all that. Also clock adjustment as well. Then you can press enter when you want to make the adjustment. You press that to cut the radio off. And here are your hazards. We have our driver and passenger front heated seat controls right here. And they're 2-stage heated seats. Low, high, emergency brake, and gear shifter. You also have a little bit of storage here. There is a 2-level storage bin system, so you have a couple of different places where you can put your items. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, my little tutorial on the 2008 Honda Accord. I hope this interior review will help you enjoy your ride. Remember to subscribe. Also, please feel free to leave any comments and questions in the comments section below. I'll be more than happy to answer those as soon as I possibly can. Have a great day, everybody. I hope this helps you enjoy your ride. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to subscribe.